Hey guys, Roberto here at Suppress Fest 2025 on Saturday, October 25th, 2025, as I just mentioned to you a few moments ago. Wow, a lot of fun. Unbelievable. First and foremost, I gotta thank Adam. His last name escapes me, don't worry, but I'll put it down somewhere. I met up with Adam within maybe the first 25 minutes when the gates opened or so. I got my picture taken with him. I told him thank you so much for this event. Also thank him as well for the fantastic crew as well to make sure everybody was safe. Same thing for parking, make sure people got where they need to be in their parking. But yeah, it was a phenomenal event. I can't come tomorrow because I have to work tomorrow at the hospital, but I hit up almost every single vendor that was there. It was great to test their products. This was something I've been looking forward to for a long time. I know that there's a CanCon as well that's over in Arizona, and one coming up in North Carolina, I believe, November. Unfortunately, I can't make it to that one just because I'm gonna be going to Colorado for Christmas family vacation. But again, this was absolutely phenomenal. This was fantastic, and plus being in Florida, that helps. So I have to rate this phenomenal because the spacing on this was great. So when you know first you gotta scan your code, or they check your name, make sure you got the ticket, which is great, and then you enter. And then when you enter, on both left and right there's some booths, just plain mom and pops, like flea market type booth area. And then at the very end of, if you turn right, there was a nice Cuban food truck there. And oh man, the steak sandwich that I had was delicious for lunch. And then after you kind of pass that section, you get another, as you go inner to the range area. That's where you see everybody now. You see all the top vendors. And the best part is there's like 3 sections. So you got one section for a few vendors showcasing the items and shooting. And then you got the middle section that had a lot of vendors in there, about I think 9 or 10 vendors in that section. Then after that you walked a little bit around the area, and then there was another section, the lowest section you could say, and that's where they had at least another 10 more vendors there. So that was fantastic. That was great. It was spaced out. Sure, there was lines, but it didn't feel like you were waiting forever in that sense. It feels like it moved. You know, if you were up there and you wanted to get information from whomever, they quickly were able to tell you what they had and what have you not. And you took your time. If you want to try another gun, they would say, sure, why not? Every vendor, I think, limited at least up to 3 guns that you could shoot. But again, if you make it a certain point during the day, the vendors will be like, go ahead, shoot whatever you want. Shoot as many guns as you want. And I did. There's some that I shot all guns on the table. And some vendors said, hey, you can only shoot maybe 2 or 3 right now. And that's fine. If you want to do it again, just do another relap. Like, yeah, sure. And that's what I did. Man, there's so many suppressors out there that really shocked me on how well they were. Sound Off Suppressor is a vendor that I've never heard of until today. And the stuff that they had was absolutely amazing. I think they might have been the quietest suppressors they had on the table. I'm not joking. I've never heard of them before until today. So again, this is another great aspect of having this type of show. There was there's so many things. I have to go through all the videos, and I'll be posting them up. So that's going to take some time from this amazing event. I'm looking forward to next year. Hopefully next year I could do both days, not just one day. And again, hopefully it will be here still at this venue, because again, it was nice and spaced out. Everybody had room. Same thing for parking. Of course, always a big issue when you're leaving any sort of event or concert or theme park. You just got to deal with the traffic, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm in no rush. There's already 2 lines to try and get out, so just going to wait it out a little bit. But yeah, it was fantastic, and 2A all the way.